Hello there and welcome to Debbie Paver Loves. Now on the table before you, you'll see a whole diverse range of styles and a wonderful array of colours. That's because Debbie is a girl who loves variety.
Vibrance and
vibrancy, and exactly.
Difference and things that you would wear for certain occasions.
Perfect.
For certain things.
Yeah, so don't go away, stay with us because you won't want to miss this. Now I'm looking at the table and I'm not surprised, Debbie, that you've got a Fly Flot because I know how much you love Fly Flots. But this is a Fly Flot with a difference. They've really kind of bucking the trend. They've really raised their game.
Like you've just said, 21 years I think that Fly Flot's been around at Pavers. My husband found it in Italy, brought it back and said, you know, you're just going to love this, Deb, and it's worked for us ever since. On TV, in the stores, catalogue, online, it's been there. The presence is really strong because it offers so much comfort. But generally you thought when we first saw it, it was a little bit on the steady side. Well, there's not a lot steady about this, girls. This one is really something special. We all like a bit of animal print. It's really, really cool, and it's in every single season. Animal print is in, whatever. Whatever camp you're in, I think animal print is there. Nice wedge, a nice quite deep wedge, and it's in boat shape, so you've got that lovely anatomic shape again. So it's the shape of a resting foot, so it's ultra comfortable. You know it's going to be because it's a Fly Flot. It's anti-shock and it's anatomic. It's written in there. Look, anatomic meaning the shaping. The foot sits inside it. Anti-shock meaning that when you walk, this base here absorbs all the shock from your body and all the shock from the surface you're walking on. So it does that basically as you walk along. So you've got that airwalk system. That's always there. Great grip underneath for whatever surface you're walking on. It's not heavy. It's super wide, but you have got adjustability here going on both buckles. So you can bring it into a D-fit, but you can take it out to easily a double E. So there's tons and tons of room in there for you. So I think it had to be in place, if you like, in pride of place, being the first one shown to you on this particular show, of being shoes that I think are worthy of that. Let's have a look at it on your feet, Helen.
Do you know, they're so youthful looking, aren't they? But they're going to suit so many different age groups as well. And what I do like about them, because it's got the buckle fastening, you can adjust it bespokely to your foot. Because I've only got a D fit, so I can bring it a little bit further across. But you're so right, that sole unit, so lovely and chunky. So it's going to take every little bit of impact away, whatever you're walking on. But don't they look fabulous on the foot?
They look great.
They actually look great with what you're wearing.
Yes. Yeah.
And I think they'd also look good with a sort of very simple black shift dress
would.
or a white dress or whatever.
But would also look very good with something very floaty and very feminine, because this is the way it's going now. Footwear is becoming chunkier, heavier, whether it's because trainers are worn with everything now.
Yeah.
So you're wearing trainers with I wouldn't say a ball gown, but you probably would do, but with smart dresses, with tea dresses, with all sorts of things. So why not wear something as chunky as this with something floaty to make it look even more feminine?
Yeah, it's a good point. It's a good contrast.
Yeah, I think it works. It's a super shoe, and obviously it's doing your feet the world of good wearing it.
Now, Debbie introduced me to wedges. I thought I hated wedges before I met you, and you said, just try them. I've now realised they are some of the safest and most comfortable forms of footwear.
I don't think you can live without a pair of wedges in your life.
Which is why you've got it in your collection.
I really don't. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we all love a heel, but who's been wearing a heel over the past year and a half or whatever? Nobody. Nobody's wearing anything elegant because...
Or on grass or on...
Absolutely. If you go to the races, if you're at a garden party, a barbecue or anything, you teeter around, you try and look good, but, you know, cockling over on your side doesn't look particularly glamorous, does it? You don't want that. But a wedge always looks fabulous. You always foot sturdy, foot safe, great grip underneath here, a lovely wedge. It's got like a concert, like piano keys almost down the side, but it's not black and white, obviously. But it's really, really interesting sole unit. Very lightweight. I know you wouldn't think so, but it is very lightweight. We've got a one-touch fastening at the back here, for the back of the sandal. So you can adjust that to the size of your foot, the size you need. And we've got two fairly chunky straps going across the front. I think it's got a gorgeous look to it. It's very, very a statement. This piece is just plain, and then you've got the cutout detail in this one. Beautiful quality leather and fully padded inside as well. Now, to me, the three colours of these are so different and so in line. They work together. It's like nature on a table, isn't it? It's just like the beautiful, beautiful mustardy, goldy, warm colour that we've called that. We've called it mustard, but it's got like a don't know, it's like a sunflower almost. It's so beautiful. The green, we're calling it olive. Now, I wouldn't say that was olive. I would call it like a, I don't know, what would you say, girls?
I'd say pistachio.
I would say
or
dark pistachio, or even light sage or dark pistachio.
Yeah, it's this lovely soft green. And then, as we always need a tan, because tan is very sophisticated and always looks very expensive. But I don't know about you, but out of these three, I think I would go with the green. I think the green is really lovely.
I think the green's the most unusual. I do like the mustard.
Yeah.
But you're right, Debbie, that's like the bark of a tree, that's the leaves, and that's a flower.
Yeah,
It's
it's very, very
gorgeous.
much nature. And I love the fact that all of them got the tannin sole in the leather. It's beautiful quality. They look fabulous on a foot. And how does it feel?
Oh, do you know, they are lovely. You feel really nice and safe and secure. You've got that one-touch fastening at the back there. The quality of the leather is superb. And that wedge is just the perfect height.
Yeah.
What colour, Sheila?
See, it's really difficult. I love this one. The tan is always a winner, but I think that green is lovely.
I think the green. It's so unusual for a change to have that lovely soft shade of green. You like the green also?
Oh,
yeah, really soft. Fantastic quality, fantastic price. From a 3 to an 8, beautiful selection here. I love it.
Right, we've got a gorgeous Bellissimo sandal for you now. Amazingly, sizes 2 to 10. Wow. And you've obviously picked it, Debbie, because that just matches your top, the orange one.
The orange one. I just think it's so bang on trend at the moment. But because it's so flat, it's going to service, I think up to a size 10, you're going to be a tall lady, aren't you? So, you know, tall ladies tend to wear flatter shoes. I'm little. I tend to wear sort of a wedge or something that built up. But I thought this needed including because to have something as glam and as lovely on a totally flat look, you don't often get. And this is all padded out. It's all padded out with the colourways. The movement on this sandal is terrific. Now, we haven't got one in the right size for Sheila to wear because we've just got this one in. But the two colourways are gorgeous. I think they've got a lot of impact and I think it's very dressy. This one's the navy and white with tan. The tan piece across here and a tan toe post and the tan base, all beautiful quality leather. But look at the movement on this sandal. Every which way it will move and it's got great grip underneath. And then the other one, obviously, you know, that's going to be right, isn't it? It's got to be. Look at the orange.
Incredible.
I love orange. You can see, like you just said, it's in my top. I just love that shoe. Imagine that shoe with a tan. Oh, wow. That's going to look absolutely terrific. With, you know, this could be daytime. It could be with a sarong, if you ever get the chance again to go anywhere where you could wear a sarong and a bikini. And then it could be your evening shoe. It could be worn with really pretty coloured toe nail varnish.
Or a lacy dress or a shift.
Yeah, you can really, really dress this shoe up. I think it's absolutely super. As I said, I tend not to wear totally flat, being really honest with you, but I know a lot of my friends that are tall do, and I know there is a place for flat shoes. That's why I added this one to the collection, because I thought the upper on it is terrific, and there's lots of movement on that upper too. It's gorgeous.
Debbie, I'm thinking of getting it because I do love flat shoes.
Do you?
I'm a little bit taller.
You've got to get the orange one.
Great price point. I do apologise. I said I think 2 to 10. It's sizes 3 to 10.
What, to 10?
But
it's
I mean,
fabulous.
up to 10 is great. I love them both, but that tangerine, wow.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Gorgeous. Coming up next, a Debbie favourite toe post in 3 lovely colours. Sheila's wearing the red.
Yep.
We don't have the red on the table, but my eye is just drawn to that green.
That green, the green is
such an
beautiful,
unusual shade.
It's just lovely. I love green shoes. I love green. I do like nature colours. I really, really do like them. So what attracted me to this one was it's sturdy. It is a toe post, but it has a back on it. And a lot of the times toe post people feel that they flip-flop about in them. Not in this one, you won't. It's got a back. It's got a one-touch fastening at the back as well, so for you to adjust it so it's comfortable. And then you've got the piece going down the centre. And obviously, it's a toe post. This is off-centre because your big toe is at that side of your foot, isn't it? It's not in the middle. Look, you know, depends really, but generally it's not in the middle of your foot. Lovely, lovely soft quality leathers. The leathers are absolutely beautiful. Made in Turkey. I think you can probably see there's some sort of theme going along with my choices. A lot of them are from Turkey, but believe you me, the leathers that Turkey produce are so soft, so supple and gorgeous, and value for money. They make fabulous shoes. It's on a really, really nice, interesting little wedge that isn't too high. And then you've got all that fantastic grip going on underneath. Now, I've got the tan here, which had a colour brushing on the colour of it, which Turks are very, very good at. The green, we've all decided the green is phenomenal. That's on the table there. Absolutely beautiful shade of green. And then the red is a lovely, rich, warm red, which Sheilagh's wearing. It's lovely, isn't it?
I think all the colours are great. I am drawn to the green. I think it's a really fresh colour, but the red is really striking, isn't it?
It is.
But what's really nice about this, some people are put off by toe posts because they feel as if it's pulling on the toe. With this, if you can see that lovely shaping on that footbed, it tips up slightly at the front, so it stops that happening. So it's a really nice sort of constructed sandal, and also with having that one-touch fastening at the back, maybe one foot slightly bigger than the other, but I think it looks really attractive on the foot.
Very flattering to your foot.
Yes, it is very,
so.
very flattering. I mean, it's a lovely shape. Obviously, it's height of summer shoe.
Of course.
Or a holiday shoe. You're not wearing this when it's sort of spring or anything, because your toes will go nice shade of blue. But you need this in the height of summer, and you can dress it up or you can dress it down. Love the overstitching, which is all done by hand on it as well. Super little shoe, this one.
Got a touch fastening trainer for you now. 3 colours. That, again, the yellow is pop. Debs, what attracted you to this one?
I think it's massive at the moment, yellow, in every single store you go in, now we can go in stores, whether it's in clothing, whether it's in footwear, whatever. But Paver's embraced it as well, and we were always fairly sort of conservative with colours in lots of ways, but to give you that impact, do you know the reason we've got the yellow, we've got the navy, we've got the white? Because trainers are the thing at the moment that everybody is wearing. I've included a trainer because of that, because I think, well, it isn't worn just for sport anymore. It's not worn for the gym, it's worn for leisure, and it's worn for fashion, it's worn with all sorts of things. And you see the young girls going out now, and they've got really pretty dresses on and a pair of trainers. They've all got trainers on. And that's the younger set that, so obviously it's in to wear it. And then all of us, as we're getting a bit older, putting trainers on with a dress to me is really like, I feel that it still doesn't work for me. But I did do it the other day, and I went out with trainers, and my husband said to me, "You've got trainers on a dress." I went, "I know, it's fashionable." I know.
Well, years ago,
let's go with it.
Do you remember a film years ago called Working Girl?
Yes.
And they all used to go to work in their trainers, then they put the trainers in a bag and put their smart shoes on for the office.
Well,
now they just don't bother with the smart shoes.
Absolutely, they do it in the city anyway, don't they?
Yeah.
Even wearing it with a suit, with a tailored suit and a pair of trainers, when you work your way down, you think, oh, different, but it's somehow we're getting used to seeing it. So we've got 3 here that are beautiful quality leather, really soft. The upper has got one-touch fastening twice across the top there, so it opens up beautifully for you. That tongue is as soft as butter. Inside, full leather lining, absolutely gorgeous. The whole thing is leather, and then you've got this super soft, super malleable sole unit with all this anti-slip. Just super. It had to be included in the range, in my opinion. Love the yellow. It works.
Well, it's like a real banana yellow, isn't it? It's a fabulous colour, and again, the quality's superb.
Yeah.
And I think you're right. It doesn't matter what age group you are. We've actually started wearing really comfortable training sort of shoes for whether we're wearing normal clothes or whether we're out going for a walk. But I think these fit so many different generations. And again, with that one-touch fastening, you can adjust it to fit your foot beautifully. But I love that white sole just to set that colour off.
Absolutely. And they're leather, so they're going to get better and better and better.
Better and better. And footwear is becoming more casual, so it had to be in with my picks.
Now, I know the title of this show is Debbie Paver's Favourites, but this is a Julie Peasgood favourite as well. I love this. I just think it's so simple and dainty and pretty and lovely.
I know, I think it's probably a Sheila favourite.
It is,
also.
yes.
I think we all love this one. This one comes in so many colours, but this is 2 new introductions to the range. I absolutely adore that rose colour. The rose gold is beautiful. You'll see it on Sheila in a second. The other one a little bit more demure if you like, but it's denim. But both of these 2, if you look at the colourways on them, you've got the sort of the ventilation through the sides, which is all the microfiber. But when you look at this piece here going all the way around, which is the leather, and the leather piece up the centre, it's got a little bit of a sparkle to it. Can you see if I move it in the lights? You've got the sparkle going on. So even though we've got something as simple as this at such a good price, you've got something quite glam also. A little bit of a zip down the middle. It's only a really short zip, but it does open up. So if you do feel as the day goes on your feet might be swelling a little bit, you can loosen that off a little bit if you wish to. inside, it's all microfiber lining, so beautifully breathable. So your feet in there are so comfortable. There's so much room in there. Lots of movement on the shoe as well. Underneath, all this crocodile tooth base, which is really great for gripping onto surfaces you're walking on. But let's go back to that rose-coloured one. The rose one is gorgeous. I mean, on your foot there, it just looks super, doesn't it?
It's so pretty. And to say this is a leisure shoe, you know, to look really glamorous. And like we were saying about fashion and things, people are wearing training shoes with dresses.
All the time.
This is going to look spectacular, isn't it? Sort of like with that luxe clothing. I mean, it looks superb on the foot as well. The zip fastening. And we've said before, if your foot does swell a little bit, just take that zip down a little bit further.
Yeah, I think it's an all-rounder. We've had it around a long time. We all recognise it. We all know it. It's been with us at Pavers a long time. But they've introduced a little bit of I don't know, a bit of glamour to it by putting a little bit of a soft finish on it, on the glittery, or
it's
just
pearlescent
glistens.
Almost.
Yes, it is pearlescent, you're right. And it's really pretty. I love that pink. I might indulge.
Oh!
Yeah, I think it's really nice, that rose gold one. Really pretty. I really like it.
But
I wouldn't have put it. And it's a wide fit as well, girls. So you've got lots of room going on inside there. I think it had to be in the pick. I think, you know, to what I've chosen is a good all-round choice for the summer months.
Absolutely.
Whether you're walking, whether you're hiking, whether you're looking pretty on the beach or promenade or whatever.
Yeah.
But as long as you're comfortable, that's what we want.
Oh, we're stunned by the colours.
Yellow again.
Yellow again. Yellow is really the colour of the season, isn't it?
It's really big.
It really
it's really
is.
big. And I love the red one. It's like a flame coral red. It's so vibrant,
I was just
so
thinking
gorgeous.
It's almost tipping towards orange, but flame it definitely is.
Yeah, I think this is really an all-rounder. I think it will see you walking miles and miles because it's one of these sandals that is all leather, super supple, soft leather, that you don't need to bed in. You could just go anywhere in it and wear it for any occasion. It's got a smartness about it, but then you can make it look as casual as you wish. All of them have got this white sole, base sole, and then you've got the middle part, if you like, that is the same colour as the upper. So you've got a line of the colour. Remember, all of these things are done by hand. That costs a lot of money to have attention to detail like that. So that strip of leather is all the way around in the same colour as the upper. And then you've got this beautiful boat shape, almost resting foot shape, insole in leather again, and all of them have got that in tan. So the build-up of colour and the way they're being constructed is terrific. Love the shaping here. Lots of room across the toes. It is a wider fit. You've got little air vents at the sides. The piece down the centre gives the illusion the foot's narrower as well. And if you have issues, it covers a bit more of your foot, which, you know, the tops of ladies' feet sometimes can look a bit veiny as we get older, and it's not always that attractive. Side buckle there that holds the back strap in place. That will not fall down because it's constructed on this arm here. I think it's super. It's not got any height to it, but you are elevated a little bit all the way across on this little wedge. Colours, girls, which do you think?
Oh, all of them are fabulous, aren't they? They really are. But I do love this red, which is like that flame red.
I love the red.
I think it's gorgeous, but the quality's really there on this.
You can tell, and the leather is so soft.
Supple.
For me, it would be the yellow.
Yeah.
I think it's a really lovely shade of yellow.
It is a
Some
lovely shade.
yellows are a bit acidy
Banana.
for me. Banana again.
It's a banana.
Definitely.
It's a shoe. It's not a banana, but you know what we're talking about. It's the colour.
I like the way it's also very forgiving. If you had any foot issues, any bunions or anything like that,
it covers.
It covers.
Yeah. I would say the yellow or the red, even though the other two colours are gorgeous and they're very subtle. Tan always works, but I'll go with the same. I'll go with the red.
We'll go red, Debs.
Yeah, we'll go red.
Now, we've looked at a lot of beautiful colours in this show, but for me, I love the powder blue, but that pink, we're calling it rose. Wow,
it's gorgeous, isn't
candy
it?
pink.
It's gorgeous.
Gorgeous, well done, it's gorgeous.
This particular factory in Turkey is one of my favourites because his colourways, his spectrum of colours that he's got for his shoes is incredible. I've still got a pair that I must have got about 8 or 9 years ago from him, and they're like an emerald green, and they've got this ruching, and they've got a coloured tone on tone, slightly lighter. They're absolutely beautiful. I love them because he's so clever at these colours. I mean, look what you've got here. You haven't got one tone in these shoes. You've got a few tones going on, and it just is superb. And the way the leather moves, very cleverly at the back here, is concertina the leather to sit on the heel really, really nicely. So there's elastication within there. All the leathers all beautifully ruched, and each one of these straps is totally separate. So it hugs your foot as your foot personally needs to be hugged. So it's a separate entity. The actual footbed is exactly the same colour as the upper and the same quality leather. And then we've got this sort of coloured in, filled in this tan shade, and then this big white stretch, which is not going anywhere. It's been in for years now, and it works really, really well on anything. Light as a feather, great anti-slip underneath as well. And this one's from a 3 to an 8, I believe, yeah. It's standard fit, but there's room in it simply because you've got all this expansion in here. And remember, this is all fully lined as well, fully leather lined. Colours, like you said, Julie, white is terrific, goes great with that tan and the white base. Blue, the denim blue is beautiful, but that pink, it just is so warm. It's almost a salmon pink.
It's breathtaking.
It's really, really pretty colour.
Very clever, very
feminine.
clever sandal.
I think it's very feminine.
I know, it's summing up
It's
sort
gorgeous.
of candy floss, sweeties. It's just beautiful. And I think because it's got lots of texture to it as well, it's not just a flat leather. There's a lot going on with that ruching. And what a really nice look with that crossover.
Yeah.
We've always said that is so flattering.
Well, it's like a, you know, across your body.
Yes.
Anything that goes across at an angle sits on you beautifully.
Yes.
And that V at the top of your foot that matches the V at your toes, it works so well. The femininity of this just works for me. But as I said, this particular factory, I love his stuff, and it had to be included. It really is just divine.
Well, it's mouth-wateringly good. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed this incredible range of footwear.
Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. It was specially selected for you, put a lot of thought into it, and I think there's something here for everyone.
Yeah. See you again soon. Lots of love. Bye.